Well, today, unfortunately, I have to bring you the sad news. There's been a death in the family, in the Apple family. Yep, the lightning cable. I honestly don't even really know if I need to keep this anymore. That's because the final holdout, the AirPods Pro 2 or AirPods Pro 2nd Gen, has gone USB-C. Just like the iPhones have this year. So that means it uses the same cable to charge as pretty much every other damn device in your house, right? So that's great news. And speaking of charging, there's other good news here, which I did share in one of my reviews the other day, but I think it bears repeating. What I didn't realize with the AirPods is that, yes, while they charge wirelessly, which is certainly my preferred way to charge them, just pop them down whenever you're not using them, so they're always good to go. What I didn't realize is that if you have an Apple Watch, which has a MagSafe charger like that, that will actually MagSafe onto your AirPods as well, and you can charge them with that. So that's pretty handy, especially if you're traveling and you're trying to keep the number of cables and things you take with you to a minimum. And use your Apple Watch charger for the AirPods. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, these are essentially the same AirPods Pro 2nd generation that we have encountered before. Although there have probably been various different updates and additional features since I initially reviewed them. So, for example, there's adaptive audio, which is a combination of transparency mode, which lets the outside world in, and active noise cancelling, which blocks the outside world out. And it basically that adaptive audio means that the AirPods decide what you need to or don't need to listen to. Personally, I hate the outside world, so I've turned that feature off and I just have it on ANC all the time and block everything out. Much better. Except when I'm out walking the dog and I see another dog coming the other way, and then I'll give that right hand stem a long squeeze, which turns ANC off, so I can communicate with the owner of that other dog should there be any sort of dog versus dog action that needs sorting out. A long press of the left hand stem, this is the way I've got it set up anyway, means that I can talk to Siri and ask Siri what to do when when my dog is eaten by a larger dog. Of course, you've got your conversation awareness mode, which means that you start talking, what you're listening to fades out, so you can hear the other person. I think that's probably saved quite a lot of relationships, that feature. And then something new that I've just discovered with these new AirPods this time round is personalized volume. And the reason I discovered this is because it was toggled on when I first started using them. And it basically it learns which environment needs what kind of volume. So if it's very quiet, you don't need to be listening super loud, and it'll turn the volume down automatically. A loud environment, turn it up. And I know that works because I was very surprised when I put my AirPods in, and I'd be listening to my podcast, and immediately the volume would ramp down. So yeah, that was a weird experience until I found out what that mode actually was. I've now turned it off because I like to be in complete control. That's the kind of control freak I am. But, that's another feature that's certainly there if you want it. But other than that, you get, 6 hours playback time, 30 hours with the case. That amazing spatial audio for especially when you're watching video, like watch your Apple TV. I actually found that I have been using these AirPods to watch TV with more than my surround sound system sometimes, even when people aren't home. That's how good the surround sound effects are, and the spatial with the audio and the intelligent head tracking means that even if you turn away from the screen and the AirPods move with you, the sound's still coming straight from the screen. It's really good, and they're so comfortable to wear that I really recommend, if you haven't given that a go, give that a go. That's if you can keep them in, of course, because although I have done the AirTip fit test, so unlike your standard AirPods, the AirPods Pro, of course, have this ear tip on. There's four different sizes that just clip on and off to the AirPod, and then you can test the fit using the settings on your iPhone, and so I've got a good seal. I know that. And yet they aren't secure enough for when I'm outside in the garden and my head's shaking around. Invariably, this left-hand one will work its way loose because for some reason my left-hand ear hole is just that much bigger than my right-hand ear hole, or looser, or a different shape, or something. It's not big enough that I can move up a size and ear tip. It's not that. It just these earbuds are just not as secure as some others I have tried. So if you're a super extreme sports person, that might affect you. However, these are IP54 sweat and dust resistant. They will withstand going for a run or being at the gym or that sort of thing. Just if you're hanging upside down from a cliff, that's when you never know, one's going to fly away. But certainly if you're part of that Apple ecosystem, it's very, very hard to go past these. The seamless switching between devices is unrivaled with the AirPods Pro 2nd Gens. Other manufacturers say that they do it, but they don't do it as consistently as these do it. These do it like magic. Whichever device you're playing, you can move from device to device and it'll figure it out and change accordingly. It's just fantastic. And of course, why do they have these stems on them anyway? Is it something to do with the microphones? Does it help with that? Let's find out. I'll take you inside these earbuds right now for a little sign off and see how you think they sound through the mic. Here we go. Sure. Okay, so here you are. You're hearing me from inside the AirPods Pro 2 now, or the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen, 2nd Gen and a half. So as you can tell, these are a great way for you to do your online meetings or your vlogging or any of that sort of thing, especially if you use a Mac or an iPad or both. Combination of that and your phone. As I said, the switching makes it all so easy. It's no wonder you see so many correspondence on news crosses and things like that wearing AirPods just like these.